All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel. Say hello to these guys, Ren and Stimpy and Powdered Toast Man and Log and TV, and let's get started. So this is the EMP, Every Man's Pocket, I think is what it stands for. I believe that's right. EMP EDC Nymble. These guys have been putting out, first they had the Slenderman, then they had the Nymble, now they have the Thick Boy. Really, really cool. Nymble frame lock, blade steel, M390, date of birth June 2021, number 14, signed and all that good stuff. Nice padded case with the cutout here, just really well done. Magnetic closure, really nice. Now this is the knife, guys. This comes by way of my buddy Kevin, LeftyEDC. We're gonna pull his logo out here. So, oh come on, so you can see it. Kevin is a great dude. I know he's wacky. I know he's got lots of opinions, but Kevin is a friend and a really cool dude. Awesome, awesome dude. Talked me into purchasing something last night, and we'll tell you what that is soon. But very excited about that. And Kevin is just a good, cool friend. So there you go. Thanks for sending this, Kev. This is the Nymble, and this is the original version. This is number 14. It's this awesome titanium frag pattern. Look at that, guys. And you have double deployment methods back here, or triple if you include this. I mean, just deployment all over the place. You have this great looking pocket clip. Frame lock, as you can see here with the cutout, made by QSP in China. Has EMP's logo here. Well, there you go. Can see that. It's let's see it better here. This is the logo. Very cool. Just really dig that, guys. This thing is beautiful. And that I thought when I first saw this that I wouldn't like the frag pattern, that it would bother my hands. I love the grippiness of it, and I love the way it feels in my hand. You do have a lanyard slot back here in the backspacer, which is really cool. You can see there. It's part of the backspacer. I think that is really cool. Just a really well done design. There's your number 14 right there. I didn't really look at what the material was on that backspacer. Good grief. It might be different on all of them. Yeah, titanium color anodized is what it says. So that's really cool, and I think that's what this pocket clip is. So it's titanium. It's just been anodized in that brass color. Really, really cool. The hardware is that as well. Just really looks cool. So let's flip her open, and this is how I've been opening it. But again, you can use the low profile flipper with the gray jimping. Works wonderfully. Again, I am challenged on the front flipping, but you can front flip it. Guys, I'm just not good at front flipping. I'm sorry. But there you go. If you give it, I mean, to me, I have to give it a little bit of wrist to front flip properly. So I think I would rather, just for me, I would rather middle finger flick it. I would rather, this is just me now, I would rather thumb flick it. I would rather flip it with the low profile flipper before I front flip it. Front flipping to me, at least in many cases, is a little more work. There you go. That was probably the best I've done. But there was my soapbox. You open it any way you want. Personally, I will always open this up if I have this knife, and I will middle finger flick it. Period. End of story. Great. Look at that, guys. That, again, this is made by QSP, and you guys know I'm coming out. I don't want to make it about me, but I'm coming out with my own knife, the Tempest knives, Mach 51. And QSP is making mine. If I get this action and if I get this finish on the blade, I'm going to jump for joy. I love the finish inside here and on the flats. I love the swedge and the fact that he's got jimping all the way up so that when I'm choked up, I got it. Hey, Jason Brown, look, I love jimping. As far as the blade, it is totally and completely billboarded. There is no billboarding. You do have this great choil that comes up. Now, you do lose a little bit of blade edge because of where this choil is, but man, it is money on the ergos. Money back here. I can definitely get all four fingers just in back here. Now, if you kind of come down that slope, I am sticking off, but I kind of come up the slope a little bit, or you can come up here, or you can come all the way up. So, I mean, there's options for whatever you like ergonomically. For me, this knife is money right here. Just absolutely love it. So, lockup is great. There's zero blade play or rock or any of that, and I am pushing hard. It's like 20 to 25 on the lockup. And then on the centering, it was dead on there. As you can see, just really, really good. And the action, guys, I just can't even describe. The detent is wonderful. It is really, really good. Perfect for flicking. Perfect for flipping. It's just dialed in really well. And I haven't really talked much about the drop shut action, but as you can see, I mean, just great. To me, I like it a little more controlled. Again, it comes down to your thumb, and then there you go. I mean, it is money. This guy, you know, I now see what the hype was about. These ran, again, this was the first version, so I'm not sure what that price was, but they just did a pre-order on the version 2, and it was $270. Now, I'll tell you in a minute, they are going to come out with more options and more things coming soon. So we'll talk about that. This, by the way, there's not a lot of difference between the version 1 and the version 2. There's some cosmetic differences and a little bit deeper on the jimping. But from what he said, it was like minuscule. You can feel it, but you can't really see it as far as the difference. The blade material is M390, of course. The overall, well, where is that? I lost the overall length. Well, okay, let's just figure it out then. So the blade length is 3.1 inches, and it is a full flat, not a full flat grind, it's a high flat grind. And man, I am having a hard time finding what I'm looking for. Well, I'm not finding the overall length, but it is 3.67 ounces for the frag pattern. So that's what we've got here. Really, really cool. Well, I'm not finding the overall length. So what we're going to do is we're going to get out some classics and we're going to figure it out real quick. Here is a PM2, and a PM2, as you know, is, I believe, right, you know what, I'm going to just have to get this guy out. Boy, I'm just freelancing today like crazy. This is crazy. So here's what we'll do. The overall length of the Nymble is just under 7 inches. The PM2 is at 8, as I thought. So there you go. 3.1 inch blade, probably about right at a 4-inch handle is my guess. And there you go. I don't know why I cannot find it. I know it was in the specs when I looked earlier. I think it's a me problem, not their website. Yeah, I know. Go ahead, guys. Pick on me. It's good, but it's, again, really good. There's the handle length, 4 inches. I'm blind, like I said. So anyway, everything is titanium. The handle is titanium. The back spacer and all of it is, and the clip is all anodized titanium. This finish on the handle is awesome on this frag pattern. Just really, really good. And I'm sorry for my fumbling and bumbling there. I thought I had it all ready, and I obviously got lost in my own craziness. But 3.67 ounces is perfect for me on this one. I actually love, you guys know I typically like bigger knives, but because of this grip, this thing is really, I mean, just ergonomically perfect. It is wonderful. And by the way, it does cut really, really well. I think Kevin has loaned this out to several people, and it came through, I think, Brad at Screamin' Pirate EDC. I don't know if anybody's touched it up. It doesn't look that way. I think it's just been stropped, but it is definitely sharp. It cuts through paper like nobody's business. Let's see. Do we have a thickness? I know we do. So the blade stock is 3.5 millimeters. So from the top, that's 3.5, and then it comes down from there to a nice, slicey, crazy finish. And it's just, again, how I didn't just jump on this, again, didn't have the budget at the time, but it's just money, guys. I can't even, it's hard for me to describe how smooth that flipping action is. If you can, let's see, can I fail it? No. I cannot fail it, and it is just smooth. It's like no effort whatsoever, but it's not coming out. It's tight in there. Really, really good. So I'm impressed. First one I have seen from EMP EDC. So let's just tell you what they said. So the frame lock Nymble will stay in the new V2 format, and then there will have a Nymble 3.5-inch blade coming soon, and a liner lock version, a Tonto version. All those are in process. And then the thick boy is going to drop in November, and a small Nymble version 2 drop in December. And those are all going to be live drops, not pre-orders. So again, that's just kind of some of the details. I'll try to put some of that in the description if I remember. But so my phone decided it didn't want me to finish the video, but I'm going to finish it anyway. Guys, this knife is a winner. Really, really loving it. This gives me a chance to show it to you more close up. Super beautiful knife. Wonderful, wonderful winner of a knife. Thanks, Kevin LeftyEDC, for sending it to me, and to EMP for making this beautiful knife. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Give me a thumbs up if you would. If you're not subscribed and maybe it's your first time watching one of my videos, check it out and consider subscribing. We have a good time here, and hit that bell so you know when we go live. And guys, thanks so much for watching the KnivesFAST channel.